Hey YouTube, welcome back to the series and the channel. So now that I've got more of the collection now here with me, we can start off with episode 2 a lot more in depth and a lot more to look at. So hopefully you'll enjoy, and I'll see you in a sec. Starting off, we'll go through the door into the main room. So it does look a little bit messy, but basically I've just got stuff set up so I can access it easily before I can probably put stuff away, and excuse me, so I can go into stuff as much as I can before I can get some proper display units. But in terms of actual gear, it's mostly here now, so apart from, well, not my entire collection, but the majority of the larger stuff, etc., excluding some weaponry and that, which I haven't got here with me at the moment. So we'll start off with what's on the door. If you just see, so I've got I'll just take this off quickly, sorry. Take that one off and take this one off. So we have a cold weather parka. This one's just got the line on the hood, hasn't got the main liner inside, sort of a quilted liner. So 68 pattern DPM cold weather parka. So zip up with the Velcro sort of pads inside. 4 main button pockets. This one's just missing a button. So that's one I got a couple of years ago. So it's an alright neck, just needs a bit of a TLC really. And then what I took off the door was this, which is a many sort of battle order, just missing the water bottle carrier of a 44 pound weapon. So ammo pouches with the bayonet loop attachment. There's the other one on the side. So I've put some bandoliers and that in these, and a Bren gun mag I think as well. For the time being, and I've got the assault, well, the sort of small pack for the 44 on the back. I'll just spin this around. There you can see there. That's really, really good. And it's sort of waterproof lined, rubberized. And then we've got the cooker in the back. It's a modern one for the time being, just in place of a an older cookery I want to get to for it mainly as well. And I've also got a machete I could probably put with it if I need to. And then also what was on the back of the door was the protractor slash compass slash rangefinder. Well, basically a rangefinder for mortar teams in the British Army during the Cold War. So there you go. There's the markings on it. 81mm mortar, plotter. Yeah, basically plotter. Sorry, L2A1, and the markers thing. 1975. There's the contract number, and the broad arrow for British manufacturer. So if I turn it around, if any mark on the back, anything, if it will show, that is. No, but basically if I open it up and I'll show you inside, accessed by 2 poppers and a Velcro part. There's a front pocket with the smaller plotter and the larger one as well. Really nice bit of kit. Bit difficult to find these days, so that if any of you guys maybe have one or something like it, put it in the comments below. It'd be really nice to see, or know, whatever. So that's that. Moving on, we've got some pictures up as well. There's Minden. I think you've seen some of these already, but obviously we're going to the Cold War sort of stuff. So with what's in the back door, that's a nice sort of start. Going into the 58 pattern weapon. Excuse me, my tick's playing up today. So a GS shovel with the hole in the near the top of the handle to interlock with the webbing at the back. Oh, sorry about that ring. So that's that. It's a nice one I got the other day. Put that down. There's sort of light order for my RMP stuff I do with the butt pouch slash then used for like handcuffs, especially the RMPs. Pistol holster with the Browning with that side, you've seen it already. Early type S6 respirator bag, sort of a pull tab and the 2 buttons, and then just the single strap to the go around. Didn't have the style of like hook hook clasp. On the later ones, basically you'd adjust the poppers to suit the wearer. Excuse me. That's that. Plasticized sort of nylon, almost bandolier. To fit 7.62 rounds. Well, especially at this point, it's 1987, mainly like 5.56, but it really suits M16 magazines, which are really good. Respirator bag, you saw in the last video, I think I showed, and then obviously the main weapon itself. So on the back, I have the NBC kit, all rolled up tightly. So in this bit is the smock and trousers are wrapped up here, and then obviously extra bits, etc., in other places. So left magazine pouch even, with the bayonet. If I could just slot that out. Sorry, there's that slotted out. Sorry for the pause. So there's that slotted out there. There you go. That was a bit stiff at the moment. It's in good condition. It just needs a lot of TLC to here with extraction of the bayonet. When you're wearing it, it's a lot easier to do. Just wear them on the floor like this, a bit of a ball ache. There's the right magazine pouch, the magazine inside, and the grenade attachment. I can't remember the exact name, but a lot of guys would generally use these for like either knives or forks or spoons and that, shove them in there. Or, especially when on exercise, the BFA would go in there really nicely, the black fire attachment would slot in here. Water bottle pouches on the left and the right I've got at the moment. I think there should be one on the other side. Oh no, it's not there at the moment. But generally, I have set up water bottle pouches on both sides. Or I could have the respirator bag case on one side and the water bottle on the other. But generally, if I'm doing stuff like water bottle pouches, because it's a lot more useful, and then just sling that round my waist using the hook clasp attachment. So, as I said, for the entrenching tool, would slot in this hole here. I'll just show you. So, it would slot through this hole. If you can get it to go through. So like that, it will slot through like that. So that little hole there, little detent. And that will come down, and then you hook it with these two straps there. But I've used it to help secure the poncho roll, the upper poncho roll, to my back more securely to contain the NBC kit. Moving down, I'll just spin this around. We have the lower part. So moving into these as individual protection kit. So basically it's like a tarp almost. You put over your, say, foxhole or slit trench or whatever, to protect you more from NBC attack when in a fixed position, for example. So basically your trench doesn't get all contaminated and that, and then you could at least, once this gets thing, you ditch this and then you probably string over another one. Yeah, basically this is all secured by bungees on top of the what's all that? Oh, it's just some mud and shit, I think. Yeah, sorry. On top of the kidney pouches, and then under that I have the my other poncho roll, which contains my actual poncho, which is all secured in there. So as it stands, it sits quite nicely. It's a bloody ball like to carry sometimes, but it fits it all nicely and keeps it nice snug to the body, so it keeps it nice and secure and fairly stable, so it's not dragging all on one side. Obviously when you've got it on for long periods of time, it does tend to drag a bit, but generally it's not too bad. If you have it on for like an hour or two at a time, it's not too bad. So that's for the main kit. Then moving on to the SLR. I don't think I've shown this in videos yet. I cannot remember. So L1A1 SLR. This one's an airsoft one, generally because I can't justify spending stupid money on a DX these days. If it was a couple of years ago, I probably could, but for something that doesn't even like function, like even cock and dry fire, and some of them you can't even remove the magazines from anymore, I don't see spending close to £1,000 for basically a wall hanger. At least with this I can get some use out of it, and it's fairly functioning, close to the real thing, and at least I can fit a bayonet on it as well, which is quite cool, so it works really, really nicely. So L1A1 SLR, charging handle, flip up, trapping sights, flip up there, and they can move all the way forward. Also in the real version it'd be a lot more stiffer on both the flip up and the thing. Release catch for the internals, but on the airsoft one, probably not best to use that. Probably best to use these screw nuts here. Start the switch, so safe, fire. This one's a bit loose, but I'm going to try and get some things to tension that up. Trigger and magazine release catch. And it's a rock motion, like you have with an AK, it's a rock motion if none of you have seen this before. And that's that. This is sort of the letter type one with the polymer. I can't remember the exact name of the plastic type used on these rifles. So the later one with the plastic hand grips. Really nice. I'm going to look into get some wood ones soon. So that'd be really nice. And then obviously the carry handle, also polymer, or the plastic used at the time. And then the same with the pistol grip and the stock as well. Really, really nice bit of kit, and I'm so happy I've got it. I picked it up at well, I'd been paying it off for a while, and eventually was able to pick it up after I finished paying it off in at War and Peace last year from a guy I've been friends with for a few years. So that was really nice of him to bring it along. So that was good because I managed to use it at a game. Was it last year or something like that? Early last year. There was a bit of trouble with the trigger mechanism, so I just had to get it fixed and it was fine. But yeah, it works like a dream, and they used it in a Cold War game last year. Late last year, so that was really great, and it worked absolutely like a dream. So that was good. So that's that. Moving on to the flak vest. This is a later one. This one's 1979 made. If I can find the date on there somewhere. Probably can't bloody find it. I may have to be looking for it for a while. Cover replace something resealable. On body armor fragment. There you go. Smith and Derby Limited. They made a lot of stuff for the British Army, I found over the years. Smith and Co, or James Smith and Company. So that's that. This is the one with the reinforced shoulder pads to help you shoulder the rifle better, so the rubberized ones, and then quite good neck. Velcro on the inside. This one does not have the zip up. I would like to get one with the zip up inside and then the Velcro, because that's a really, really nice one. It keeps to the body much more better. But even so, this one's a nice one. It didn't cost me much either. It cost me, I think, about 35 quid, I think, off someone off Facebook, I think, which is really good. Velcro pocket, so you could probably slip one of the radios in here, or generally you carry a couple of mags on patrol in Northern Ireland. Excuse me. Excuse me, sorry. My tics are really playing up today. So, you only really see these with British Forces in Northern Ireland. There's a few, I think there's a few photos of guys on ships using them during the Falklands for like guys who are on anti-aircraft guns, etc. But basically, it was mainly exclusively used in Northern Ireland by the British Army. Really nice bit of kit. Heavy as hell to wear off when you're wearing it for a while, and sweats like bollocks. But generally, it's not too bad. Especially generally when you're in Ireland, it was quite cold a lot of the time, so you're quite thankful for it, really. Moving on, we have some radio equipment and some little like stuff like that. So some headsets. I can't remember the exact designation of this one, for example, but it's a slightly more later one. I would say like late 70s, early 80s. It sort of came in, as far as I remember. I can't remember. So it's sort of like style. This rests behind the head, and then the strap rests on top. 2 large headphones and a mic. So there, this one's a bit of rough shape, but it's right. Then we have the sort of early 70s one earpiece, so this one here, and then you have the throat mic, this one here, and then you would all seen that with this push to talk device here. The same one here, this one has push to talk here as well. And all these are working, even though this one's a bit rough shape, they all work, including with the radio. I do not know where my antenna is at the moment. It was hopefully I can find it still at my mum's, but it seemed to have gone missing in transit. Hopefully it's still there and not missing, because this was pricey enough to get in the first place, and all working as well. So it should all work. I think if you'll be able to hear. So, and then push the talk. So that's on the static. That's on sort of the general static mode, and then you have loud. Just listen. So I've got the I've got the telephone, sort of the telephone handset set up with it at the moment. Generally because it's the most, I prefer it at the moment, and because it's the least pain in the arse. This one is not too bad. The throat mic I'm not really a fan of, because this attachment is really loose. It comes undone really easily, and it's a bit uncomfortable with how it works, as you saw in my books last time. But yeah, this is a PRC 4342, I think. I can't remember the exact designation. Please put it in the thing below, but my mind's gone blank at the moment. But yeah, since it's carrier, so you can carry it on the body, or you can slide into one of the pockets like on the vest. But yeah, it's sort of like a plug attachment, so with the cables, etc., you push down and you twist, and it locks in place with like little detents inside the locking lug, and then the air will just sort of screw in, sort of like a Phillips style screw into the top, or just screw. I mean, what am I on about? Get back to it. So the handset, binos case. These ones are really, really nice. Oh, sorry. So these binos, fairly old. I think, yeah, they belong to my granddad. Basically, these are USSR made. No idea where he bought them from. It's written in English and all the things. There's no like actual Russian markings in the way of like spelling and alphabet. But they are USSR made. So if I get them out quickly, I'll just pause the video here and I'll quickly cut to it. And we're back. Okay, so there. Oh no, correction. They do have Russian style. Looks like it numbering on there. Sorry about that. Yeah, made in the USSR. A really, really nice pair of binoculars. Still no idea where we got them. Okay, I'm going to cut again, and we should be going on to the next part. Okay, moving on. More on the Cold War front. So, we've got some nice British headwear here. So, number 2 service cap. This one's Bishop of Wall, Hampshire. I think you've seen this one already. I cannot remember. I think in the last video. And right helmet with the Mark V liner. So the sort of padded line, actually the same as this one. Same as that one. So that style liner. Different style chin strap on this one. So just move this aside. Different style chin strap. So this one's sort of more like a 3-point. This one's more like a 3-point chin strap. Fixture at the back to give more support to the wearer when wearing in right situation. Almost like a Velcro strap that goes across the side. But the liner itself is still exactly the same. Just different fixture points for the chin strap. And then the visor comes down over the top. And then the numbering on the side, so you have, if it wants to focus, if it likes to focus. So helmet anti-riot. Sorry, it's going out of focus again. Push it towards more of the light. There we are. Helmet anti-riot, visor attached. There's serial number and the Rotax SPG. There. And then British board arrow with the 1970 date. So it's a nice example, 1970 example. So literally just going into Northern Ireland, especially when it just started to kick off as well. Properly. This is one of my officer's service caps. It's a nice one. This one's a post-war one, so Queen's Crown. This is a Royal Artillery one. So there's the motto. Under that, First of War, Brody. I've just got one of the lanyards just ran at the moment, just to keep it, just to put it somewhere really. So don't really worry about this. Leather strap, and then here's the liner. This one's a repro, as far as I'm aware. So, and the pad inside. I think this one's sort of it's the Mark 1 Star. So it's some updated liner, and this one's as I believe this is Reaper, but it's been sort of like stamped as sort of later. Standard SD cap, sort of the wall ones, sort of khaki drill, not khaki drill, sorry, wall surge SD caps. This one's obviously badged up as Royal Military Police. I believe I showed this in the last video. So elasticated red cover goes at the top, and with the thing it's Queen's Crown. So, and then it's inside. This one's a K-Canvas made one. It's quite a nice one. Again, repro. And this one's a repro as well. Mark 2. So the elasticated strap with the fixing points on the inside, with that sort of spring tensioned on this inside. Well, not elasticated, but spring tensioned. And the Mark 2 liner with the screw top in the top with large screw. This one has a rivet. Really, really nice pair of helmets, and I got them both at Detlin a couple of years ago for £50 for the pair. So it was a really, really nice find actually. Before I forget, I'll quickly show you the rest of this, my whole of my helmet there. So this is my Mark, it's a Mark, obviously it's a Mark 4 shell, but with the Mark 5 liner, turtle. I've got all the scrim over, which it was like cut up like scarves and like jumpers and that. It sort of turned to sort of weird spaghetti almost, but it really does the effect and it looks great when the full thing's kitted out. Further items, etc. I think you've seen them in other videos. A couple of my Vietnam helmets. This one a bit more dipped out than the other. It's got the strap, etc. and a much better liner. Vietnam era Australian slouch hat. Really, really nice. I think the info's just on the side. Yeah, there you go. It's a really, really nice one. Quite cheap actually. I think I got it for about £30, I think, at Detlin as well. Really, really lovely. Going down, some other caps, etc. Obviously off the Cold War sort of thing. But there's a Mark III down there. But on the subject of the Cold War, I think you saw this one last time. Cold with the cap, for winter wear, and a British Army crap hat. Sorry if it's a bit dark on some of the images. Going on to the next part, we have my GS Bergen. Really, really nice nick, this one. I've got some stuff in it, but yeah. So you have the frame. A lot of these were, especially going up to Falkland, a lot of guys absolutely hated these things because either they didn't carry too much or they were uncomfortable, which they are kind of. It's not too bad if you haven't got too much weight in it, but generally if you're carrying over long distances, the straps are a bit thing and it's weirdly secure, and the frame and the padding doesn't really help. So a lot of guys generally bought commercial ones and they prefer them over these. And the commercial ones at the time were like a lot, were light years ahead of this, basically. Or some of the guys just ditched the frame altogether. But no, as a bit of kit to have for this sort of era of stuff, it's a great bit of thing. Okay, a couple of my uniforms sort of set up and stuff like that. So going from the Second World War, and then here we get into the Cold War. So my number 2s. They just need to be, the buttons just need to be changed to RMPs, but in the terms of like small insignia. So you have the RMP, as they're called. I forgot what they're called now. I think dog collars. I can't remember the exact term for those. And the shoulder titles as well, RMPs. Moving across. my general service jumper. So wool jumper with the later style ones with the Velcro tabs on the top, and the I've got my nice couple stripe on there at the moment, and some Royal Hampshire tabs on top. The earlier style, especially what you see during the 60s going into the early 70s, is these would be sort of like a more lighter khaki almost, and then you move into lighter khaki, and you'll have like a drawstring at the front of the jumper, sort of in the collar. Moving across, you have 60 pattern combat uniform. So if I get this out quickly, 60 pattern. So I think it's up to be early Royal Military Police. So that's a couple of stripes on there. Then we have the Berlin Brigade at the top. This is early style without the types at the top. I think I showed this already. I cannot remember, but I might have shown it in another video. But yeah, this is early style. So just the red circle on black background without the Berlin on the top. That's a couple of stripes I showed before, and then the early style military police armband, and then the 60 pattern knit sewn collar is inside. There's another, so it's a size 7. It's Smock Combat 96 pattern. There's the cut. So 4 pockets. As I said, more better videos, or they go into a lot better detail than I can on Rifle Moore's channel. Carrying on. So that. So carrying on. So one of my 60 patterns. This one's obviously a bit of a not great nick, but it's a nice one, and the colour's lovely on this one as well. The label's a bit more visible than that as well. But yeah, this one's got some nips and tears in the elbow patches and the lower pocket. But yeah, that's a really nice one. You've seen both these before. Going on, I think I've shown this before, but I can't remember. This is Magro made, so commercial market made. Assault vest, so guys sometimes would like sporting or something like that, but guys would use like assault vests. So you can carry some pistol magazines and M16 magazines, etc. in these, or grenades. Great jacket. A lot of guys in Northern Ireland, especially like late 80s or early or sort of mid to late 80s, would use these things as well as the issue assault vests. But generally, a lot of the commercial market stuff tend to be preferred over the issue stuff, because it was better made, cheaper. Well, maybe not cheaper because you're not really paying for the army, but you can sort of get hold of it, and it was quite good quality, especially for the commercial market. Moving across, my 68 pattern jacket. Sorry, the camera thing is with this bit of shit at the moment, but yeah. 68 pattern jacket. Got Brazard on it at the moment. We will be changing the signal on that soon, but yeah. Got the trousers in there. I think they're a size 8 trousers, and they're quite nice. Going across, got the Tropics. These are made by Dragon Supplies. Obviously they're a modern manufactured one, but these need to be faded heavily, but they're still really nice. The colour is ridiculously bright, especially compared to that, but they are nice, quite nice. And then my full cold weather parka with the liner, etc. That's there. A couple of pairs of trousers there, so some nice, another pair of 68s, size 1, so a lot smaller, and a pair of windproof trousers as well, sort of like a garbage material. I will go into more individual videos with each of these items as the series goes along, so you'll have a chance to see them more properly then. Come down here, some Vietnam Mark III boots, and my DMS boots down there as well. Going around here quickly, just got some other items on the floor at the moment, so let me just put that across there. That I will go into other videos separate from the series. So there's some 37 kit there, which we'll just put light on in other videos, etc. My assault jerkin, my battle jerkin even. Got the machete on there at the moment, and that's a wartime one. That was specifically given to a guy in 3rd Division. So that's really nice. So there's some 1908 there. I've done a video on that before. I've also got some more of the pictures up actually today as well. So that's one of them there. That's a Soviet anti-American one. So from food to bombs basically. Some other ones here, Grenadier Guards, Scottish soldiers in the battle. So basically just recruiting posters almost. Same with these ones as well, and this one as well. Just needs the frame, which is supposed to come today, but a bit of a balls up. Operation Spearpoint, or Exercise Spearpoint even, sorry, 1980. And then Exercise Lionheart, 1984. And there's a wartime one there, like gas attack, gas moss, etc. So yeah, I will have some more videos individually going through each of these items very, very soon. This is more of a another update for the series, yes, episode 2, but more of a showing you what I have now to do videos on. I'll quit before I go. Some nice Vietnam stuff there as well. So M56 with the jungle fatigues as well. Really nice. I want to get another one of these soon. A nice Mark III. I think this one's the original. I can't remember. Or it's a Reaper. I'm not entirely sure. It might be a Reaper, but it's a nice one. That was that. It's a bit faded, but it looks really nice. That's a nice M56. One back, pack at the back, and there's a respirator case there as well. So yeah, I'll be going into more detail soon with some stuff, and put your comments below what you'd like to see first from, say, if it's from either from uniforms or kit, etc. I'll go into more detail, go do some demos with it as well, and we'll see how it goes. Thank you very, very much for watching, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.